enemy territory. Sunday, August 25th, All In London, and I will beat Will Ospreay.
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey, this is the Red Carpet Ring featuring TBK the Turnbuckle King. We're here to talk about this week which pro wrestler show won the weekly war, and we are talking about NXT Great American Bash versus AEW Dynamite. So this is the shows for AEW and NXT for July 30th and July 31st. You guys get the likes of as we come into the ring to discuss these ratings. We are going to go over the ratings. We're going to go which show won the war, go over the highlights of each show, and go over quality, and then we'll see who the real winner is. But let's talk about it. Something definitely needs to be discussed here. We are here live on not just YouTube, but Facebook and X. So you guys that over at Facebook and X, get the likes up over there. Now, I may be over there the whole time, if not the whole time. If so, if you see the stream off at any given moment, Facebook or X, come on over to Red Carpet Ring on YouTube, and we could talk about this ratings war that AEW versus NXT. So these are the shows here. Now, I'll go over NXT first since it was Tuesday. Then we'll go over the highlights and stuff, the key moments of the show. Then we'll go over AEW Dynamite. So let's do that. Let's get into that. Now, we know that Great American Bash, we know that show was, the ratings were 468,000 this week. Now, it was down from the previous week of 633,000. So that's a big drop. That's literally over 200,000. Almost 200,000 viewers less than the previous week. Now, there's an explanation for this show and AEW. It's a good explanation for it. Now, we know, we'll get more into that. So 165,000 roughly. So that was the viewership. It shows it right here. Now, if you guys can see that it was 468,000 viewers. Now, let's go over the demographic. Demographic was 0.15, which is from the 18 to 49 demographic. It was down from the previous week, which was 0.19. Not that much. It's still 0.1 range, but it's roughly in the same pattern. Still down a little bit, but not a lot. So let's talk about it. Tyler Helton, salute to you. You said, I think Hangman Page, the new Drew McIntyre, he tried to hit the ref. Yeah, we'll get into that match. But salute to you. Thanks for coming out, Tyler. Now, it says also with this rating of NXT Great American Bash, not only was the demographic down a little bit, it says here that it was, if you look here, it said it was also a decline against the 4-week average. So it was down 23% for a 4-week comparison of the 610,000. In the 4-week span, and it said 18 to 49 demographic. It was normally 25%, 0.25, but now it's 0.20. Now, also, there's key factors with that the reasons that the rates declined. We'll go over it. We'll talk about both reasons, but I'll talk about one mainly right now. One of the reasons that I think it went down, remember, it was on the SyFy network. SyFy network that Great American Bash was on. We know that's not the normal network for NXT to air every Tuesday for NXT television. We know normally it is on USA Network, of course, until the fall when NXT moves on to CW Network. So we got to keep that in mind. That's one big plateau that was hard to climb over. They was airing this on the SyFy network. This was an issue for them this week. Now, also another reason we will talk about the Summer Olympics, the 2024 Summer Olympics that was on the USA Network, which led to WWE, Raw, and NXT moving over to SyFy for the next 2 weeks. Because if you look here, it said it right here in its article right here. It said, much like Raw, the move proved to be less than beneficial. So it didn't just affect NXT. The whole SyFy, it didn't just affect NXT, it also affected Monday Night Raw. So it affected both shows. So, and we know Raw is the number one flagship show for wrestling, period. That's the meta of wrestling. We all know when it comes down to wrestling, the number one top rated show and the longest running rated show is Monday Night Raw. So it did affect both shows that's normally on USA Network. So that's the reason. Now we know that Great American Bash was a TV special. We know that was a great event. Once just a normal NXT episode. But despite that, it was on a different network. And despite that, it also was during the 2024 Summer Olympics. So yes, it did a big dive. Those were two big factors, and it cost to lose 165,000 views from the previous week. So yeah, unfortunately, it took a hit and it made the list. Unfortunately,
Words? You just made the list.
so that was a bummer there, really a bummer. Tyler said, I think AW was mild yesterday. Mild last yesterday. And you said here, Tony Khan, he needs to develop his roster. He needs to fix storyline and everything. Can't F with AEW. Figure 4 TV, salute to you. Thanks for coming into the ring. Roxanne Perez, amazing talent. Oh, you know how I feel about Roxy. You know how I feel about her. I only got one word to describe Roxy.
Yeet.
So yes, Roxy is definitely a great talent for the NXT roster and the current NXT Women's Champion. But the ratings were affected. Now let's see what else happened on with the ratings. I think that was it. If you look here, you can read a little bit more. It said the show was down in total viewership. Like I said, it said the last SyFy, the last time SyFy aired of NXT was back in 2022. They said it was down in it was down in total viewership. But it said this time around with SyFy that NXT did gain more viewership compared to last time they was on SyFy. It shows that despite all of that, despite losing ratings this week, we know due to two important factors of SyFy Network and the Olympics, compared to last time NXT was on SyFy, which was 2 years ago, NXT is still growing. It's still growing. So it may get list for losing, but at the end of the day, they are a growing brand, and we gotta give it a yeet again.
Yeet.
And then I know NXT growing at one case or another, whether people want to face it, you're gonna have to acknowledge what NXT's doing because they're doing a great job over there. Salute to Shawn Michaels and the rest of the developmental team and management.
Now the whole world can acknowledge me.
So yeah, we got to keep that in mind. So we got to give them their props what props is due. I can't wait for SummerSlam. Neither can I, Tyler. Speaking of which, you guys check out my SummerSlam 2024 final predictions. I did that a few days ago. I'll put that video out. Check that video out. Also, we still got the tournament on, so keep up. Now, we're in the Elite 8 tournament. It does end tomorrow. Tomorrow it ends. So we'll go over that. It will end this weekend. It ends soon. It will end very, very soon. Cash your votes in for the SummerSlam tournament. And the tournament that I'm referring to, the tournament I've had going on, what is the best SummerSlam event of all time? So it ends soon. I put the out this morning. Cash your votes in while you can. So make sure you do that. Tyler said, "I think I want to see him Punk join development team of NXT." Oh, are you talking about after his career's over? Well, that's up to CM Punk what he decides to do. Well, let's move forward with the show. The highlights. Let's go over highlights of NXT. Now, highlights. We know that Great American Bash won. We know. Let's go over the main highlights of the show. Now, highlights we know were Roxanne Perez versus Thea Hale for the NXT Women's Championship. That was a great match. Great match between these two women. They did their thing. This is actually the card of NXT Great American Bash. I talked about this on my NXT review. So that was one of the main matches that were advertised. But one of the main highlights was this match here. Great match between Roxanne and Thea. I mentioned this before. Thea made us believe that she could win the NXT Women's Championship. However, she would not win. She will lose to Roxanne Perez. And Roxanne Perez yet has not been defeated for an NXT Women's Championship yet. So great match though. I do see maybe in the future, maybe Thea Hale could win the NXT Women's Championship. I'm not going to question, not question it. I would say it's out of question. It's not out of question. I think it's something in the cards for her in the near future. So keep an eye out for that. I think it's very good. Remember, too, we had a 6-woman tag. We had the team of Fallon Henley, JC Jane, and Jasmine Nix on one side against Carmen Petrovic, Sol Ruka, and Lola Vice. That was a great match as well. I liked that match. These women really showcased their talent. It was actually up there with the Roxanne and Thea Hale match. Much salute to them. So they did their thing. Can't take nothing away from them. NXT is growing every single week. I've been seeing it grow for the past 2 years now. And these women are still growing. The men as well are still growing. I'm just amazed how the women's division is in NXT today. We always see great talent from NXT, whether it's a tag team or whether it's a singles match, whether it's a heel or baby face. It's all good as far as that goes. And they're only getting better for that matter. So salute to that match as well. Much credit to the women. The match did a great job. And let's not forget about the opener. The opener, we had the women's tag team champions and the team of Unholy Union, Isla Dawn and Alba Fry, defend the championship against Jakara Jackson and last legend of their group, Meta 4. And this was a great opener match. Jakara, she impressed me. Her and Lash work well together. So all 4 of these women, they put out. They definitely put out. Instead of they either, like they say, put up or shut up, and they put up. NXT Great American Bash, these women put up. Definitely. Tyler said, I think Roxanne Perez was run as a babyface. She turned heel now. Yeah, Roxanne's a heel now, and her second run as NXT Women's Champion, I would say it's much better than her first run as NXT Women's Champion. So maybe the heel is exactly what she needed. But she's doing a great job in her run as NXT Women's Champion. She's been on to about a little over 3 months now. So salute to her. Much salute to Roxanne. So these were great highlights. If you guys remember, speaking of which, Thea Hale put up a fight too. Let's not take, like I said before, let's not discredit Thea Hale. She put up a fight and made us believe that she could win. She demonstrated that in the match, in the main event of NXT Great American Bash Week 1.
NXT Universe trying to rally. Thea trying to power her way through.
So this was great. But yeah, this was a great match by these women. And we are getting prepared for week 2. Week 2 will be this upcoming Tuesday, and it will be on SyFy once again, Tuesday, August 6th. Let's get prepared for that. But other than that, though, those were great highlights of Great American Bash. And now we're going to shift gears. We will move forward to AEW Dynamite. So let's get over to that show real quick. Now, this is AEW Dynamite. This is the card for AEW Dynamite that was last night on Wednesday. AEW on TBS Wednesday night. You got Ospreay versus Lance Archer. You got Adam Page versus Darby Allin in the main event. Then you had here a six tag, the Conglomerate versus the I don't even know the name of this. I'm trying to think of the name of this team off the top of my head. What these guys' name again? Oh yeah, the Beast Mortals, which is Roderick Strong and Rush, whatever you want to call that. That's the name of the team. Stable, whatever. Then we had a Willow Nightingale. Willow Nightingale. She had a CMLL World Women's Championship Eliminator match against Chris Statlander, her former ally. Then we had Brian Danielson speak. We had our Mercedes Monet speak. CEO. Camille had a match, her bodyguard. And then we had Mariah May. She had to sit down with Renee Paquette. So these is the whole AEW. Let's go over the ratings of this show. Now, AEW Dynamite, we know that they, similar to NXT, they took a dive this week. Now, their rating was 609,000. It was down from the previous week, which was 786,000 viewership. So they took a hit too, similar to NXT. And they were also affected by, the Olympics as well. Not just NXT. AEW was affected by that too. It was a regular show, not special. Let's see more about the Dynamite viewership. It says here that this is they have to build to get ready for AEW All In, which will be at the end of this month, August 25th. Let's talk about the demographic, shall we? Now, demographic, we know that it was down. We know it was 0.18 this week, down from the previous week of 0.26. So they demographic took a major dive. NXT was a little bit, but this was a big dive, big hit on this one. So this was greatly affected. And it said that also that the average is 0.26 in demographic. That's actually the average. So, like I said, you had the Olympic Games coverage on NBC. Everybody's going to check that out. See, you guys got to say here. Tyler said, I love Mark Briscoe. Yeah, he's one of very few people that's worth watching on AEW TV. Yep, hit the like button, guys. Get that like up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Tyler said, damn, that's crazy. Lots of impact of summer sports. Yeah, Summer Olympics is every 4 years, so the next Olympics will be in 2028. That's right. Hit the like, subscribe, and share. So, yes, they took a hit similar to NXT. They took a similar hit. Definitely took a similar hit. So let's see more about it. But like I said, we'll go over the highlight and we'll talk about the Summer Olympics. Speaking of which, now Summer Olympics, everybody race was affected. I'll give everybody credit. If you look here, guys, it says right here that NBC reported that the opening Saturday of Paris 2024 was watched more than 32 million viewers across its linear and streaming platforms, marking an 83% increase on the first day of competition at Tokyo 2024 years ago, which was held behind closed doors because of COVID-19. So everybody race was affected. Everybody race was affected. So NXT, AEW, they were more likely expected to get a ratings decline because of the Olympics. Everybody race were affected, and it shows it right here. If you got 32 million viewers across watching the Olympics, they're not going to watch NXT. They're not going to watch AEW. They're not going to watch Raw, SmackDown, maybe even SummerSlam may take a hit, but I doubt it. SummerSlam this week may take a hit with ratings. If you know they ain't getting this many people to watch SummerSlam, we know why, due to the 2024 Summer Olympics, guys. Well, let's go over the highlights of AEW Dynamite. Let's go over the highlight. Now, highlights here we saw were we have the card here. Now, I know AEW, there was a lot of stuff going on with AEW yesterday. Now, like I said, I'm very critical. You guys know how I feel about AEW. I'm going to get to that in a second. You one thing. Tyler said here that I think SummerSlam going to hit Impact Summer Sports. If you worry, I hope so. I hope so. 83 million views, a lot of people. That's a lot of people to watch a unit. Like I said, I hope it does not affect SummerSlam. I really hope it doesn't. So we'll see how that goes. We will see how it goes. I think, like I said, WWE, they got in the bag. I know they do, but I'm saying just in case they do take a dive, just in case it may slide a little bit. We know why now. It's because of the whole Summer Olympics. We know that part. So that part we do know. Um, Other than that, I'm not worried about it so much. I'm not worried about it. Other than that, to each his own. That's my opinion on that whole situation. But other than that, I think it'll be fine. I think it'll still be good. I don't think it'll be a big hit like we think it may be. I just don't see it happening. But other than that, everything will be solid. It'll be solid as a whole. It'll be solid. So I'm not worried about it. But this is the card that they have of AW Dynamite. We'll go over a few things in a second. We'll see how things pan out as far as that goes. We'll see what the next move is going to be. We'll see how things are going to come all together. What are the main parts of this show? Um, we'll just see. But other than that, though, guys, I believe that, like I said, I don't think SummerSlam will be greatly affected. I don't see that. I highly doubt that it will go. It'll be a big issue for that matter. But other than that, though, I think everything's going to work fine as far as that goes. But other than that, though, you know, we'll see what the next move is going to be. We will see the next move going to be. Now, like I said before, AEW, we know 2 hour show. They're getting prepared for All In at the end of the month. We know what's going on with that. So, with that being said, let's get more into that. Let's get to it right now. Let's talk over the key moments of Dynamite. Let's talk about what happened in Dynamite as yesterday's episode. Like I said, I have my reservations, but I'm trying my best. Keyword trying to put out the positive stuff that I saw in AW last night. Now let's go over highlights here. One highlight I liked was the Daniel Bryan and Swerve segment. Now we know that Bryan Danielson is pretty much done with wrestling full. He says full time, but I think he's done. Period. He's very close to retirement. He stated that his contract is up as of today. He mentioned that. He says contract's up. He will not sign another AW contract. He said him and his wife Brie Bella, they discussed it. He wants to be there for his children more. He has a daughter and a son. His daughter's 7. I think his son's like 3 or 4. And he also said too that in that arena, that's where him and Brie Bella they had a memory there. I think their wedding was there, if I'm not mistaken. He stated that he had a good segment with Swerve. He said that if he cannot, and I repeat, if he cannot win the AEW World Championship at All In, he said that it'll be his final match. And he said that he will retire from in-ring competition. There will be no more Daniel Bryan ever in a professional wrestling ring. So I would like for him to come back to WWE, get Hall of Fame, get that stuff, get rolled out that way. But again, that's up to Bryan Danielson. That's for him to decide what he wants to do. But I know that's going to be a very highly anticipated match now, because now the stakes have raised even higher. We know Swerve title was on the line because Bryan Danielson won the Owen Hart Cup tournament, and he won by last defeat Adam Page. He will qualify He gets a world title shot at All In against the champion Swerve. But now he at his career, title versus career. That's the match we're going to get now. It won't be just for a title. Bryan Danielson's putting his whole career on the line just to see if he could win that title. Basically, he says in retrospect, if I cannot beat Swerve for this AEW World Championship, then I shouldn't be wrestling no more. So much respect to Bryan Danielson for that. And I know that match is going to probably be the best match on the card. So there's only one word to describe that, and we call it one word and one word only, and it's called this word. Yeet. So that's one good highlight. I saw the show that I was impressed with. Let's see what you guys got to say. Tyler said, I think lots of people say that SummerSlam card match is Smile, not pay-per-view card. No, I think SummerSlam's a solid card. You know, like I said, I went over in my video. I don't think it's a mild card. I think it's very well put. Everything's about storytelling, and the people have to realize that. You also said here, I love them. Thank you for your wrestling career. You're amazing, Russell Bryan. Yeah, and like I said, Bryan's career is pretty much a wrap. I mean, and the reason I say that because he has nothing else to prove at this point. This man, if we remember 10 years ago, WrestleMania 30, he was the WWE World Champion. He defeated not just Randy Orton, but Batista for that championship. He tapped Batista out. He held both championships in the world called title WrestleMania. He had a great match with John Cena at SummerSlam about 11 years ago. He won the WWE Championship for the first time ever. But other than that, though, he's done it all. I mean, I know when it's all said and done, at least I do, I know that he had an amazing career. And other than that, when it comes down to it, it's only one way. I'm going to have 3 words for him once his career is over. Yes, indeed, he definitely deserves it. Great career. But that was a good highlight of the show that I noticed. That's one of the highlights I see. That was somewhat worth it. That was a very good promo. Very good promo between Bryan Danielson and Swerve. Very good promo there. Like I said, I know Swerve is going to do his thing. I know Bryan going to do his thing. That's the bottom line. They will definitely do what they have to do to put on a great match. And it may be match of the night at All In. Who knows? Who knows? We never know what the case may be. We never know, but only time will tell what's going to happen next between both of these guys. These guys they're gonna do their thing. They're gonna definitely do their thing. So I'm not denying it, not one bit. Other than that, though, I think it's gonna be solid. I say great credit to Bryan Danielson. Can't wait to see what the next move is going to be done for this guy. I know he's going to enjoy his life as a retired wrestler. I know everything will be great, though. It's going to be solid, though. Very, very solid. But other than that, though, guys, this will really solidify Swerve as a champion if he does defeat Bryan at All In. That will help further his title run. I know his title run has been looked at as a joke and not taken seriously. I know people have looked at that. So with that being said, this will make his title run much more respectable. Because think about it. Swerve has already defeated. He defeated Samoa Joe to win the belt. He's defeated Christian. He's defeated Will Ospreay recently, and now he could beat Bryan Danielson. He's beating some very good guys, or at least guys that are well respected in the wrestling industry. Let's give it that. But like I said, one of the good moments was the promo. Very good moment with the promo. I'll give that to him. You know, nothing to take away from either one of these guys. Nothing to take away at all. Nothing to take away. Um, Other than that, though, guys, this was a very, like I said, very, very good segment of the show. And I'm not talking, like I said, they have more segments than matches. Sucks to say that. Then again, it does it because it's AEW. But that's the good thing about that situation. Now we'll go over a couple more key moments that I saw in this program here. So let's go over that right now. Um, we have Willow Nightingale. This probably the best match. Her versus Chris Statlander for CMLL World Women's Championship Eliminator match. I don't get why they have all these belts. Why are you having an eliminator match for a title that doesn't even belong to AEW? Can someone help me out, please? I don't get that. I don't get that. I mean, why are we doing that on AEW? Can they be done at CMLL promotion? Why does it have to be there? That's my pushback with that situation. It don't make no sense. Why? And why? It does not make sense to me. I don't get it. You know, I don't get it at all. I just don't get it. What are they doing there? What are they doing? That's what I'm trying to figure out with this company sometimes. What is AEW doing? They're making dumb decisions. I mean, they really are. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not making this up. This is the honest truth. Really the honest truth. It really, really is. And we know Chris Statlander, in this match, she defeated Willow Nightingale. You know, it was a very solid match. You know, we got distraction from the Stoke Hathaway, that annoying ball-headed dude. He's annoying. I remember he was in NXT, known as Malcolm Bivens. I'm glad we ain't got that fool no more. But anyway, he got involved, and Willow grabbed him, and then Chris Statlander attacked her from behind. And then Stokely distracted the ref, and then Statlander hit with a chain ref fist. And it was a dirty win. She grabbed the chest, she hit Willow, and then security got involved. But it was a good match. I know they're trying to sell the Chris Statlander, who just recently turned heel at Double or Nothing. I get that, but I'm just tired of this whole other time from other promotions being on AWTV. It's either CMLL, it's either New Japan, it's either or a ROH title. I don't get it. It's always something with that company bring other titles on. How many titles do you need? Tyler said my pick is Swerve Strickland. I'm so sorry to say that. I want Brian. Yeah, I got Swerve too. I think Tony Khan formed that company. So sad. Yeah, but this match here, it was good. But some of the things don't make no sense with that. I don't get it. I mean, everything I'm saying is just truth here. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
I'm tired of being nice. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Seriously, when am I telling lies about this? They always have another promotion's title on AWTV. It's multiple promotions, not just New Japan, Ring of Honor, CMLL, or another Japan promotion. See, WWE and NXT, WWE and TNA don't do that. But other than that, this was a good match. We'll go over another moment of the show. We had a promo here. We had MJF. He cut a promo. He was talking about how he's going to have a match against Will Ospreay at All In. He will beat him again. And then we know he attacked Will Ospreay after he had his match with Lance Archer. That was actually the opening of the show. Lance Archer faced off against Will Ospreay. And Will Ospreay to kick off Dynamite. And we know Will Ospreay defeated Lance Archer. It was an okay match, but, you know, I'm not too big on Will Ospreay. But this was a little glimpse of his promo here.
Enemy territory, Sunday, August 25th, All in London, and I will beat Will Ospreay.
So, yeah, that was the promo was good. You can say that. Well, other than that, though, guys, I mean, what more can be done? MJF is a promo cutter. He cuts promos great, but he's not the best wrestler. He only wrestled good when he's with certain opponents, and Will Ospreay's not one of them. Will Ospreay, he's kind of one of them New Japan repeat over and over and over again. Does too much and it does not click. He's one of those guys. So, like I said, those were the moments of AEW. I know another thing I'm going to talk about too, but that was the crazy part. The promo was great. MJF promos are starting to get repetitive. You guys didn't notice. Promos are very repetitive. Tyler said you're my favorite YouTube wrestling content. I agree with you, lots of titles. Appreciate that, Tyler. I appreciate that. I try to do what I can, but I appreciate that. Yeet. So let's move on to this show here. We'll go over to the main event. We'll talk about their main event because we talked about NXT's main event. We got these two fools here. We got Adam Rage because he's always in a rage. Then we got Darby Stuntman Allen. So they had a match, first time ever. Didn't care for this match too much. Darby Allin, all he is a stuntman. He got to jump at the top of the ladder, top of the of anything he could climb on. He jumps off, do that back move. I think it's called casket drop or something, whatever it's called. Adam Page, he do that horrible lariat. And then, like you said earlier, Tyler, he attacked the ref, trying to go all crazy. No one's buying it. We don't believe you. I'm not buying into this whole Adam Rage or Darby Allin. I'm not buying to these guys. I'm sorry. I'm not buying to it. And this here is just, it makes the list, no doubt. It definitely makes the list, without shadow of a doubt.
What's going to happen? No. Words? No. You just made the list.
Yeah, this match sucked. For a main event, it was trash, very overrated. I'm not a big fan of Adam Rage. I never was a big fan of him. He's very average at best wrestler. Darby Allin, you seem solid at first, but after watching you for quite some time, you are no more than a jackass stuntman that do anything for a quick pop. You do anything for a quick move. You do anything and everything to get yourself over. And it's getting old and tired, and it's just ridiculous. You're doing anything, and you're too much of a risky daredevil guy. People compare him to Jeff Hardy, but he's not. Jeff Hardy don't do the dumb stuff that he does. Darby Allin not even so much a risk. He's just an idiot. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. Don't make no sense to me with him. So I'm not feeling that at all. I'm not. Don't see what the big deal is with him. But this was the main event, and at the end, Darby Allin had defeated Adam Page with a roll-up, and then Adam Page started hitting the ref, and Darby Allin, as you saw here earlier on the show, he flipped the bird at the end. Like, come on, man. All this sheep stuff. Do you have to flip the bird? Last week in the Blood and Guts, I'm going to light you on fire to Jack Perry. Reaching, and more reaching. That's all y'all do over there is reach. This is a reaching company, and I'm tired of it. Tired of that reaching, man. They just getting worse and worse. Look, why that handmade Page look like these kids. I think he did that. Yeah, I don't care for Adam Page. Adam Rage. I don't care for Adam Rage because he's always in a rage. What are you doing? And he's not Drew McIntyre either. That's the insult. Tyler, I know you say he's similar to Drew McIntyre or trying to be Drew. No. Drew is on a whole nother level compared to Rage. Adam Rage sucks. He's overrated, and he's nowhere near on that level. And just for that, again, you belong on what list? Oh, that's right. This list.
What's going to happen? No. Words? No. You just made the list.
So, no, I'm not feeling that at all. Like I said, but other than that, though, guys, that was the recap of AEW Dynamite. And I did the recap for NXT Great American Bash. Now, think about these shows here. We got to ask ourselves who really won the war. Well, I will say this. This is the third week in a row that AEW has defeated NXT in ratings. Viewership, yes, on paper, AEW unfortunately has defeated NXT. They have. They beat them this week, last week, and the week prior. Now, 2 of the 3 shows were special shows. Now NXT people say, oh, they had a special show this week. They had Great American Bash, but it was on SyFy, a network they're normally not on, and they also was doing the Summer Olympics. So I give them that. We like I said, these things did affect a lot of stuff, but it affected everything. It did affect all of it. But I will say this though, despite the ratings, NXT is still better show than AEW Dynamite. Still the better show by just by how they doing it. I think Drew McIntyre is better than him in jobbers. Yeah, no comparison. But NXT has a better quality show. They're telling stories. What stories is AEW telling? I go over this almost every week. What stories are they telling? None. And all they got is All In. All they got is All In for their premiere big show of the year. It's equivalent to WWE's WrestleMania. Now, after All In is done, they have All Out and whatever else they have. But seriously, what are the chances that NXT? Excuse me. What are the chances that AEW is gonna put on a great premiere show after All In is over? You guys, anybody know what the chance is? I give you one answer.
No chance in hell.
No chance. They're not going to get nothing. None. They put out better quality. I said this before, AEW is quantity. NXT is quality. I said this all the time, and it's no different. This week proved me no different than what I said before. None whatsoever. So, but I know next week we have Great American Bash week 2 on SyFy again, and AEW Dynamite has AEW Dynamite. So whatever it is, what it is. Shows suck. Wrestlers, no story, nothing being told, just nothing. But other than that, though, guys, I mean, there's nothing else more to be said at this point. But I think that we're going to see what happens next week. Let's get ready for WWE SummerSlam Saturday, Great American Bash the following Tuesday. And AEW has All In August 25th. And then WWE does have Bash in Berlin, the debut of that new PLE, August 31st. And we're going to see what happens. We got so busy August month. But other than that, though, guys, that's all I have regarding which show did the best. We talk about which pro wrestling show won the weekly war between NXT and AEW Dynamite. Guys, let me know what you think in the live chat and in the comment section below, and even on the playback. Let me know what you think of the ratings war between NXT and AEW, Great American Bash, Week 1, NXT, and regular episode of AEW Dynamite. So we had NXT on SyFy and AEW normally on TBS. Soon to videos will pop up. It will be 2 videos of wrestling content. Click in there, check out the wrestling content. Also, we have the Elite 8 wrapping up. The tournament will be done. Casting your vote right now. Red Carpet Ring and Toxic Ring Scandal. What is your favorite SummerSlam event? And the ones that are left to vote for. Can't wait to see what you cast your vote as, because I will do a live stream to go over the results when that's over, and I believe that'll be over. I want to say maybe Friday, Saturday. I'm going to do a live stream. Keep your notification bell on. Look at community tab. I probably would do more likely would do a live stream over the results on the Red Carpet Ring and Toxic Ring Scandal. So you guys be sure to check that out. And you guys already know what it is. Until then, I appreciate you guys coming out. It's OUNT.
Something happened this weekend, and I have been struggling with it since I retired. But this weekend gave me closure.
Wow.
It really did. Like, it was fun. Obviously, it was fun. I mean, you can't, doing this for as long as I have and being involved.